Hello and welcome. Every single day, whether you realize it or not, you're making choices that directly affect your digital safety. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on cybersecurity. And look, this isn't just for the tech experts anymore. It's become a fundamental life skill for all of us, for protecting our systems, our data, and really ourselves from a world of digital threats. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we're going to talk about why security is now everyone's job. Then, we'll dive into the three core pillars that all protection is built on. After that, we'll get real about the common threats that are targeting us every single day. And then, we'll arm you with a practical toolkit. And finally, we'll look ahead at how we can build a more secure digital future together. All right, let's get right into it. The single most important idea to grab onto is this: cybersecurity is your responsibility. It's just not an IT department problem anymore. It's kind of moved out of the server room and right into every single decision we make in every role we have. Just think about your average day. We're constantly introducing risk, and usually without even a second thought. That urgent-looking email from HR, that one password you've used for years on everything, the free Wi-Fi at the coffee shop, or even that cool new AI tool you're playing with. Every single one of these is a potential doorway for an attack. And this is exactly why the whole philosophy has shifted to something called security by design. Think of it like building a house, right? It's so much better to build a strong foundation and install good locks from the very start than it is to try and board up the windows after a break-in. Modern security has to be proactive. It has to be built in, not just bolted on at the end. So how do security professionals actually make decisions? Well, they focus on three core goals. These three pillars are the foundation of pretty much every strategy. In the industry, you might hear it called the CIA triad, but you can just think of them as confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay, so the first pillar is confidentiality. This is really all about privacy and access control. It basically answers the question, can only the right people see this information? Whether we're talking about student records, your personal data, or secret company memos, confidentiality is what ensures private information stays private. Simple as that. Next up, we have integrity. This pillar is all about making sure the information we rely on is accurate, it's trustworthy, and that nobody has messed with it. It's what guarantees that the numbers in a financial report or the details in your medical record are exactly what they're supposed to be. And the final pillar is availability. I mean, what good is a locked vault if you've lost the key, right? Security is pretty useless if the right people can't get to what they need when they need it. This is all about keeping systems up and running and protecting against attacks that try to shut everything down. So, we have our three goals: keeping data private, accurate, and accessible. Now let's look at the common threats that are specifically designed to undermine them. And here's the real insight. Most cyber attacks don't start by breaking some super complex code. Nope. They start by targeting us, our trust, our habits, our sense of urgency, our human nature. And these are some of the heavy hitters you'll almost certainly encounter. Phishing uses those tricky, deceptive emails to get you to give up information. Ransomware locks up all your data and demands money. And social engineering, well, that's just manipulating you into bypassing security altogether. They work because they prey on trust, speed, and just a general lack of awareness. This visual really gets to the heart of the matter. We spend so much time and energy worrying about system failures and complicated tech flaws, but the biggest vulnerability, by a long shot, is plain old human behavior. A single thoughtless click, trusting an email a little too easily, or creating an insecure workaround, that right there is almost always the weakest link in the chain. And this brings us to a fundamental rule of security. It has to be usable. It has to be accessible. If your security process is too complex or frustrating, guess what? People won't follow it. They'll find their own way around it, and those shortcuts are almost always insecure. Effective security has to work with human nature, not fight against it. So, knowing all these risks, how do we actually fight back? Well, let's build your personal cybersecurity toolkit. These are simple, powerful habits you can start using today to make yourself the first line of defense. Here are 5 essential habits for your toolkit. First, use strong passphrases. Seriously, 3 random words like correct horse battery are way stronger than a short, complex password. Second, turn on multi-factor authentication everywhere you possibly can. It's one of the best defenses out there. Third, always keep your software updated. Fourth, just be aware of what data you're sharing. And finally, be really cautious about what sensitive information you're plugging into public AI tools. Okay, now let's scale this up. We've talked about individual actions, but what does good cybersecurity look like for an entire organization? And what new challenges are popping up on the horizon with stuff like AI? Strong security in a company isn't just about buying some expensive software. It requires a complete strategy, clear policies, regular training, smart access controls so people only have access to what they truly need, constant monitoring to spot weird behavior, and, of course, a well-rehearsed plan for what to do when something does go wrong. And when we look to the future, AI is adding a whole new, complicated dimension. I mean, these tools are incredibly powerful, but they also bring a whole new set of risks we have to manage. We're talking about the potential for our private data to get exposed in training models, or the really tricky ethical problems that happen when biased AI starts making important decisions for us. And this brings us right back to a core solution. Making technology accessible and intuitive, well, it's not just a matter of good design. It's a critical security principle. When systems are clear and easy to use, we cut down on the frustration that leads people to create those insecure workarounds. We directly lower the risk of the human error that causes so many data breaches. If there's one thing I want you to remember from all this, it's this. Cybersecurity is never done. It's not a product you can buy or a destination you finally reach. It's a continuous journey. Threats are always evolving, technology is always changing, and so our defenses have to constantly adapt, improve, and be ready for whatever's coming next. And ultimately, all of this brings the responsibility and the power right back to each and every one of us. Every action we take online, every link we click, every single password we create, it all contributes to our shared security. The choice between being a vulnerability or a defender, that's a choice we make every single day.